Hello and welcome. My name is John Toublaris with eXp here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And today I'm so excited to share with you our business model here at eXp Realty. So let's get right into it. Well, as you know, innovation is always happening. And of course, given the circumstances around the world here today, it's so critical to be innovative and agile, which by the way are 2 out of our 9 core values here at eXp. And we are the innovator in the real estate brokerage space. Let me explain to you. So as you can see here on the screen, you have brick and mortar locations, and then you have anytime, anywhere, which is online, the internet. So let's take a look in terms of what that looks like. Well, do you remember Blockbuster? Remember that company? Well, they said that, you know what, we don't need to change. We're fine just the way we are with our brick and mortar location. Well, what happened to Blockbuster? Well, that's right. When belly up, they're no longer around. Maybe there may be 1 or 2 locations kicking around, but for the majority of part, what did that turn into? Netflix. That's right. So I watched a lot of Netflix. I'm sure you have too, especially with the pandemic. But here in Netflix, it goes from Blockbuster to Netflix. Then you have Circuit City. They turn into Amazon, one of the largest online retailers in the world. No location other, of course, they have some warehouses. But the thing is, there's no physical store. You go here, you go online, you do lots of shopping. I'm guilty of it. Lots of shopping for me going on to Amazon and part of their business model here as well. Remember taxi cabs? Remember those yellow things or those green and orange things here in Toronto? Maybe, you know, yellow in your part of the town. Well, those turned into what? That's right. It turned into Uber, right? So as you can see, Blockbuster turning into Netflix, Circuit City turning into Amazon. You have taxi cabs into Uber, right? Because everything's becoming more virtual, technology-based. And I'm very proud to be here at eXp Realty because we are leading the real estate industry in the technology space. In the real estate, we're disrupting the real estate industry with 4 specific things where I'm not going to explain to you on this video here. Watch my other videos on what the major disruptors are here at the company. As you can see, that there's traditional real estate brokerages. Now there's the RE/MAX out there, there's the Roll Page, the Home Life, Keller Williams, Century 21, and the list goes on and on and on. All fabulous companies, all great companies, and they all fit for themselves in the traditional real estate brokerage model. However, here, again, we are transforming the real estate industry. We are 100% virtual, and that's what it is here. It's eXp Realty, from traditional real estate brokerages to eXp Realty. And this is why we're having a big surge of people coming over here to eXp. Things are changing. So, you know, as the title says here, innovation is always happening. So let me take you here in terms of the typical franchise versus the eXp model. Now, eXp Realty is one international company changing the industry. We are not a franchise, so we don't have any brick and mortar location. You can't go somewhere and say, hey, I'd like to walk into a store, into an eXp Realty brokerage and buy a franchise. No, because we're 100% virtual. And this is why we're able to pay you revenue share. So please watch my other videos on revenue share when I explain to you on how you earn a piece of the money that comes in. So let's take a look here on the left-hand side on the typical franchise, what that looks like. So in a typical franchise, there's costly overhead. You may be paying franchise and desk fees. It's also locally confined, right? It has a smaller referral network if you're at an independent or a smaller brokerage. It's such a smaller referral network that may not really help you, especially if you have referrals going across the country or down across the world. Now, here's a big one, and I really looked at this here because when I was looking at the eXp model, I said, wow, this is really unique. I'm going to share with you that on the right-hand side. But for now, on a typical franchise, you have inconsistent growth incentives. And what I mean by that, there's minimal opportunities for ownership unless you have a couple of $100,000 liquid, maybe $500,000, $1 million to put up there, buy a franchise, open up the doors, pay for the heat, the electricity. You know, you got their front desk staff there. You got the, you know, brick and mortar location. You're probably paying $10, $15, $20, $30,000 for a location, depending where you are in the city. But really, there's inconsistent growth incentives for you. There's minimal opportunities for ownership. And then you have limited technology and support. Now, I get it that majority of the companies these days are going online. And someone told me, well, John, my brokerage is going online. We're on Zoom. Well, I get it that, we're going on Zoom, but that doesn't make you 100% virtual. It doesn't make you a virtual based company just because you use an online platform, right? So there's limited technology and support, I'm sure, probably where you're at. Now, again, nothing wrong with that. Every company has their own, strengths and weaknesses. I'm just showing you here how we're disrupting the real estate industry. So let me explain to you on the eXp Realty side is that we're cloud campus environment, okay? And what that is, because we're in the cloud, there's no desk fees, there's no franchise fees, and there's no annual due fees, okay? Which that would be quite substantial if you're coming from a franchise. That may be lots of savings for you right there. Then we're gonna look at, there's daily live training. Really excited about this because, this can really, really, really help you, sharpen your skills, increase your sales, take more listings, and of course, earn more money. So we got about 8 to 10 hours a day of training, now somewhere up to around 12 hours a day of training that you can plug in online, and you can be trained by top producers, okay? Now, these sessions are archived because I get it, you may be busy, you may be going to listing presentations, buyer appointments, whatever the case may be. So these sessions are archived for you. So you have 50 plus hours a week of online training. Next here is real-time support. We have over 600-700 support staff across eXp Realty to support you with whatever you need. Here in Ontario, we have a tremendous amount. We have a great team here, the broker of record, with the assistant broker of record. We have several managers. So if you have any questions about clauses, listings, you're dealing with another agent, whatever the case may be, we have support here. How do you get in contact with them? Well, you get in contact with them by text message, by email, by phone call, same way that you would at your current brokerage. But here we have support staff to really, really help you with whatever questions, clauses that you need. Next here is international collaboration. We're expanding around the world. We're going into 30 countries in the next 7 years, 10 years. I will do that less. In fact, we're opening up here next couple countries coming up here. And then of course into the new year, we got even more countries that we're opening up as well. So we're expanding our referral network and our opportunities to give you the opportunity so that you can refer your friends, your family, anyone that you know that's buying or selling around the world. And we're going to get into all these countries around the world. Now we can do that very quickly. Why? Because we're in the cloud. We're cloud-based. We don't have to open up. We don't have to look at franchise. We don't have to look at lease spaces, leasing locations, offices, anything like that. We're 100% the cloud. That's why we're so quickly we can open up in these countries. Now, the last one here, I'm really excited about because this is powerful equity opportunities. Now, if you're looking at for retirement, well, maybe you may not be even looking at retirement right now, but if you're in that position, here you get to be able to earn very, very powerful equity opportunities, revenue share and stock equity programs. So whether you want to build for your future, whether you want to build a portfolio to buy perhaps maybe an investment property, put your children in better schools, good schools, maybe private schools, whatever is important to you about your children. If you don't have children, maybe you want to go traveling with your spouse, maybe you want to pay off your mortgage, maybe help you on rent, whatever the case may be, is here you get powerful equity opportunities. You can get revenue share, so you earn a piece of the money that comes here to the company. Please watch my other video on how you earn revenue share, so you learn how to do that. And then, of course, on stock equity programs, there are 5 specific ways that you earn shares here at the company. So please make sure that you watch my other video, the 5 ways to earn shares at eXp Realty. So make sure you watch that. So that's sort of the I want to share with you a typical franchise versus the eXp Realty model. Now, Tarek Moussa is a TV personality and entrepreneur. Now, he joined back in March of 2020, and look what he says. He goes, I enjoy helping other people. And under the eXp model, I have the opportunity to help many others and perhaps change their lives at the same time. I've looked at plenty of brokerages, but the reason I'm joining eXp is for their business model. So the business model is very, very critical. It's so important. It's robust. It is one of the best business models that I've seen. And this is why I chose eXp Realty to be here. I mean, there's so many other benefits. Please watch my other videos so that you can see what those, we can see what that is. But I hope this has helped, giving you an overview of the eXp business model And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, my name is John Toublaris with eXp Realty here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.